What is up, and welcome back, and I'm real excited to bring you a brand new laptop cooler review. Today we're going to be looking at the KLIM TurboFrost. Now this cooler is going to be a higher end laptop cooler, and it does come with 4 fans. That was going to make it a little bit different because other models out there like the Yano V12 or the IETS 600, they do come with one giant fan down the middle. Now in this case, for the KLIM TurboFrost, you're going to have 4 fans, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 of those fans can spin 4,000 RPMs. So they are going to be working together in order to cool your laptop. And in this video, we're going to find out how well the KLIM TurboFrost actually performs. But here you do have a close-up of what the packaging looks like. I will show you a picture how the laptop cooler arrived so you can have a better idea. But I did like the packaging, came very nicely protected, and I do like when you do get a nice presentation. So pretty good so far for the KLIM brand, and this one's going to be the TurboFrost. Moving on, so as you can tell, this is going to be everything you do receive inside the box. Your cooler as expected, also an extra filter. There's already a filter pre-installed, so it's nice to give you a spare one. A USB-C cable that can actually turn your cooler into a USB hub. You do get 3 extra USBs in the back. But also what's nice about this USB-C cable is that you can plug it into your laptop and the laptop can power your actual cooler. And I'll show you how that works because there is a little bit more than that, but that'll be later in the video. And also your wall charger, nothing like having it being charged not from your laptop, right? So your laptop performs as clean as possible without using any extra energy. You just power it separately. And your instruction booklet. And it's very nice. They added a little envelope like this too. This little envelope, inside of it, there's actually going to be a small little comic book that is just for fun. And if you do decide to pick up this cooler, you can check out the comic book. So nice little details right there that add a little bit of humor. And you also get some stickers. Now the stickers, I think they are good quality. So if you love your cooler, you can put these stickers anywhere you like. And lastly, you are going to get 2 mounts that are going to help out. You can put them right here, 1, 2, 3 slots available for different size laptops, and you have one on the other side, and it's going to help your laptop from not sliding down. And I will show you how you can use these later on. So that's going to be all the accessories you do receive in the box. I'm going to weigh the laptop cooler next so we can get an idea of what we're working with. We have our scale ready, so let's weigh the cooler. Going to be 56.3 ounces. Not bad at all. Let me switch it to pounds. So it's going to be 3 pounds and 8.3 ounces. So now everybody has a reference so you have an idea how much it weighs. So now I do have the laptop hooked up, so I'm going to show you some nice attributes about this cooler. The first thing is going to be it does come with extra foam padding. Okay. This is going to be for your smaller laptops, but you can remove it, then you can use it for bigger size laptops. The recommendations online, it did say that it can fit 14-inch all the way up to 17.3-inch laptops. So it can fit a variety of laptops. And the way this laptop cooler actually works is going to be, it has 4 fans. So you're going to have a left fan, a right fan, and then 2 bottom fans. And you know the setup because it does have, if you take a close look, let me show you this. You can see when you are looking at it, it has no exit vents right here for the wind, for the air. It has exit vents right here, exit vents on the other side, and then exit vents right here at the bottom section. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. If not, I'll do the light effect so you can see it. So you're going to have 4 fans working together, but it is going to be 2 down here, then 2 on the side. And this becomes more apparent when you do hook it up to the USB-C. I'll show you why that is. But for now, we're going to turn it on and you can see how the buttons actually function. So we press the button right here. Turns on our laptop cooler. So right now the cooler is hooked up to the wall outlet and that can give you a max RPMs of 4,000 for each of the fans. So each fan is going to be spinning 4,000 times per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you do lower the RPMs, it lowers to 3,500, 3,000, 2,500, 2,000, and 15,000. So it does go down by increments of 500 RPMs connected to the wall. So now we're going to turn on the RGBs. I did turn the lights off so you can get a better effect. You do hold the button down for 2 seconds. It does turn the RGB lights on. Same thing to turn them off. You hold the button down for 2 seconds. For the RGB section, it's going to be RGB section, fan section. So now you know you can have them on or off. So back on, and you are going to have 9 options, 9 different modes that you can switch through. So give you a demonstration. This is 1, going to 2, going to 3. You can switch the color with the on and off button. Different colors. Going to 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Switching the color. So very nice. You can mess around with these options, see what you like best, mess with the different color changes, then back to 1. So now you see how the RGB actually works. A few more details about this cooler. I do like that it does arrive with an aluminum housing for where the laptop is going to be sitting at. And that's a nice detail because aluminum is a lot more cooler than the ABS plastic. Yet I still love the plastic all around. It's good quality, similar to the Yano, the IETS, similar type plastic and built, but it is going to have aluminum where the actual laptop is going to sit. So that is a little bit different. I like when I do see competitors doing stuff that's different, being innovative. And as you know, having a cooler surface to sit on can help your laptop cool down just a little bit. Also, if we turn around, this is what the back is going to look like. You are going to have a stand that can adjust to different heights. I don't like it to be too like that because I feel my laptop is going to tip over. But you do have these mounts that I'm going to show you how to use. For me, the height that I do like is going to be just like that. And you'll see once I set up my laptop, I like that height the best. Now we're turning around and then going to demonstrate how you can put these mounts to hold your laptop. And if you are trying to press down, it might seem that it doesn't fit, but you do have to use some force. So don't be scared to press down. You see? I'm using some force to slide the mount down. See right there? I'm not using a whole bunch of force, so don't be afraid. Use some force and it fits no problem. Okay, so that's how you're going to install these if you do want a low mount to hold your laptop. And now I'm going to put the laptop on top, and I'm going to hook the USB-C to show you how that's going to work. Now right here I do have the laptop already on top of the cooler, and I'm going to show you how you can hook up the USB-C. So you can put the USB-C right here where the connection is at, and then you put your regular USB into your laptop. So as you can tell, the cooler is powering on, and I'm going to show you something that's a little bit different in this model. Turn it around. Now I do have the laptop and the cooler set up in this way for demonstration purposes, because I do want everybody to understand when you do use the USB-C cable to power your actual cooler from the laptop, you're not going to get the full RPMs, and I'll demonstrate. So we're going to turn it on. You can see it's at 1500 RPMs, and we're going to go all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see your max RPMs are going to be 3,300. But it's only going to be for 2 fans, the 2 bottom fans. By default, when you hook up the USB-C, it's going to turn on only the 2 bottom fans. Now that's going to be a big difference, because with the wall charger you get 4,000 RPMs, and it does turn on all 4 fans. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But with the USB-C, you only transfer 5 volts of power. While you have the wall charger, you can transfer 12 volts of power. So you see there is going to be a difference in cooling power right there. So like we said, by default it does turn on the 2 bottom fans, but it does mention in the instruction booklet, for example, if you do have a laptop that's going to benefit better by having the 2 top fans on instead, you can hold down the power button. Definitely feel the air coming from down here, but you hold the power button for 2 seconds, and now I turn on the fans for the sides, the side fans. And you can see which one does better for you. For example, if you're on the go and you do have your cooler with you and you're going to be powering it with the USB-C, see which actually lowers the temperatures better, the bottom fans or the side fans. So that's something I wanted to bring up. Definitely is going to be better for you to use the wall charger, because you're going to have 4 fans going at 4,000 RPMs. And with the USB-C, you can only have 2 fans going in one time, right? 2 of the bottoms or 2 of the side fans. So it's going to be up to you to decide what's going to be best for you, or maybe it might be a deal breaker to get this for the USB-C connection. So at least now you have all that information for you to decide. So now we're going to get to the section that everybody wants to know about, the testing phase. And honestly, I'm also very curious to see how well this laptop cooler performs, the KLIM TurboFrost. And it is going to be a different type setup than the other higher end laptop coolers. The other laptop coolers, the Yano V12 or the IETS, has a big fan down the middle. In this case, of this cooler is going to have 4 fans that spin 4,000 RPMs, 2 on the side and 2 at the bottom. So it is going to be a different type setup. And also the way the air exits, you do have the exit ventilation vents on the side and then 2 at the bottom, like we demonstrated with the USB-C cord. So I am very curious and very interested to see how well it's going to perform. Now this laptop is going to be a higher end laptop. It is carrying a 4090 and also a Ryzen 9, so it's a very capable laptop. And the game I always use for testing is going to be Halo Infinite, because it is a game that uses a lot of resources. So without further ado, let's get our temperature readings. The game's been going on for a while. We are looking at 73 degrees for the core temp. For the task manager, we are looking at 62 for the graphics card, and 70 or 69. It is throttling back and forth. 71 even, 69. We'll do an average, let's say 70 for the Ryzen 9, And then for the MSI Afterburner, also staying at 70. So we do have our temperature readings. We're going to turn on the cooler, and then we'll be back and compare the temperatures. Let's crank it all the way up to 4,000 RPMs using the wall adapter. So we'll let that run for a while and we'll be back. So let's move in and get our temperature readings. Like we said, we are at 4,000 RPMs. Let's get a close-up of the core temp. 62 degrees, very nice, love to see it. Our task manager 52, 53 for the graphics card actually, 59 for our processor, 60 right there, back to 59. Let's look at our MSI Afterburner. It's giving us a 60, back to 59, dialing back and forth. Staying at a 60, let's go with a 60 for the MSI Afterburner. So overall, very nice temperatures, very impressed. So far we can tell that this laptop cooler is able to lower the temperatures 10 degrees. That's doing a whole lot for your laptop. So now let's move into the final section of this video. So some final thoughts. Overall, I do think this laptop cooler does a great job. We did see with the testing that it was able to lower the temperature 10 degrees. That right there is going to be very phenomenal for the cooling power area. Now for the noise control at 4,000 RPMs, 4 fans going at 4,000. We did see a measurement at around 65 dB. Sometimes it did go to 66, 67, but it mainly stayed around 65. So that's going to be good noise control right there. So you are getting a nice combination. Good cooling power with some noise control. Now, if I do have to say something that I wasn't so appealing to me, is going to be the foam. It does seem awfully soft when you press down on it. It does compress a whole lot. And if we do compare it with the IETS GT600, the one's very similar to the Yano. You do get more firmness to it when you press down. Tends to keep its shape a little better. Now with the KLIM TurboFrost, it does compress a lot more when you're pressing down on it. So that right there can make a difference. And why I say it can make a difference, because my laptop is actually very heavy. So when I did put it on right here, I did notice that a little bit of air was escaping along the sides right here. And that's going to be because the laptop is very heavy, so it's squishing down on all the foam, and then a little bit is moving up, right? It's not staying as firm in place. That's because it is very soft. So that's something to consider. I'm going to say we did see fantastic cooling power, right? 10 degrees. So it still did a very nice job. But imagine if the foam was better, maybe they can even lower it even more because some of the air is still escaping. So that's just something to consider. But I'm going to say, if you do have a smaller laptop, maybe you might not even have that issue because your laptop might not weigh as much. Or if you do have a bigger laptop, maybe it doesn't weigh as much as mine does, so you might not have that issue also. But definitely a plus is going to be the aluminum. You do get a more cooler surface than compared to the regular ABS housing that's all around it. So a plus in that area. Now, one more thing that maybe might not be to the satisfaction of a lot of people out there is going to be the stand, right? If you look sideways, how the stand looks, doesn't look the cleanest, right? So if you are going for a certain aesthetic, that's not going to be the cleanest look. Other coolers out there might give you something that looks more sleeker and more nicer, but to me, that's a non-issue having the stand in that way. So that's going to be my overview of this cooler, the KLIM TurboFrost. A lot of good details, RGB lighting, good cooling power. I do recommend it. It's going to be going for around 100 USD on Amazon. I did see a coupon going on currently for -10, so 90 USD for a new style of cooler. If you do like the setup of it, you do like how the pricing, right, then this could be a very good option. That's also going to be top tier. But like I said, different type setup. You gotta see, at the end of the day, you gotta see how your laptop is. Look underneath the vents, see where the vents are at, right, if it's going to cater to something like this. But I definitely like how it performed, and it worked very well on my modern higher end laptop. So that's going to be the full review of this cooler, the KLIM TurboFrost. If you did get something out of it, please sub and like. I am a smaller channel. We'll be back with more. Until next time, peace and much love.